Hey everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I'm here with the final layout that I'm going to make with my Cocoa Daisy kit from June. This is a Project Life spread, and I've purposefully waited to do this one until the end of the kit because I wanted to try to get as many 12 by 12 done as I possibly could. If you watch my previous videos, you probably have heard me mention that this kit had a lot of 12 by 12 papers in it, of course, because it was a regular scrapbooking kit. But I've been doing so much Project Life here recently, and I only do it really on a monthly basis. Now, I don't only limit myself to 2 monthly pages, but I do it on a monthly basis. And so I've been doing a lot of Project Life in 2016, and because of that, I have a ton of 12 by 12 layouts that I have set out that I need to do. So when I got this kit, I said, you know what, let me just get as many 12 by 12 layouts done as I possibly can because it'll get me kind of caught up on those. Now, I still have a ton more to do. Let's not pretend like that's done, but I am making some progress, and so I made a good many. I think I ended up making 8 12 by 12 layouts with this kit, and then of course a couple other things that I did. So as long as I continue working on it, I'll get caught up on everything that I want to get caught up on. But I couldn't help myself. I need to do Project Life because I love Project Life, and I feel like if I don't do it at least every once in a while, I feel like I get a little bit out of the habit, and I want to make sure that it all flows so smoothly for me, and I want to make sure that that smooth flow stays there. Plus, waiting till the end of the kit to do Project Life gave me all these little bits and pieces left of the kit that I've already worked with to kind of use. And I love working with the little tiny bits and pieces. As you can see to the right side of my screen, I've got a little pile of goodies, kind of just scraps that I have sitting there. So this is a great time to go ahead and pull those out and use them before I have to determine whether I'm going to keep them in my stash or throw them away. So that is why I kind of held off on this Project Life page till the end. Now, I have mentioned all along that I always keep the packaging, and this tissue paper is a perfect example of that because this is how this kit came packaged. It was wrapped up in this beautiful polka dot tissue paper, and so I'm using that as a card. Basically, I've got it layered on top of my white cardstock, and I always do my pages in this format. I have the Design A page protector, and I do the 4 4x6 photos on a white mat, either printing them on a white mat or matting them on a white mat. And if I don't have a 4x6 photo in a pocket that's a 4x6 pocket, then I will put pattern paper there but mat it on white as well, just so it's consistent throughout the album. I feel like that helps bring everything together, even if you have a huge array of colors on your spreads. And these 2 bottom cards are kind of filler cards, though I do have that one small photo of Kaylin on the bottom left card. I am kind of making filler cards here. So the first one I used the tissue paper that came in the kit as my pattern paper of sorts behind the white cardstock. This one I used the pattern paper from the kit in the white cardstock, but I also used a sheet of the notepad paper that was given to me in the kit. So there was this little notepad, I guess it's about a 3x5 sized notepad, and it's got these fish on it, and it's got this beautiful green and blue pattern. And then, so what I did is I took a sheet of that, I turned it on its side. It matches the rest of these colors really well. And I just used one of those acetate words that said Good Life. And then I also used a few of the alphas that came in the kit in that kind of peachy, pinkish color to write "the," so it says The Good Life. And then I put a little bit of washi on the bottom of both of those cards, and the word "the" plus the orange in the fish, and then the little tab on the bottom left photo. Those all bring all those colors come together. And then of course there's the green and the blue that's already on the pattern paper and on the notepad as well. So I kind of feel like those bottom 2 ones are fairly done, so I'm kind of moving on to see what else I can come up with. I have tried to do card by card, and it works fine, but I like to work on the whole spread as a whole, and that for me means laying everything out and then just continuously trying things and laying things down to see what I think looks good, and that's kind of where I'm at. Just trying a bunch of different things and seeing what works well. Now, there was also this little sticky notepad that came in the kit, and I'm going to use that down here to do a little bit of journaling and as well as a little bit of stamping. This layout took a little bit longer than my normal layout. Normally I can get these done in about 45 minutes or so. This one took a little over an hour, which is long for me. I normally don't take that long to do a spread. But I did a lot of stamping on, well, not a lot. I did some stamping on this spread. And anytime I do stamping, it just adds to the time. I absolutely love the way it looks, and I always will stamp. But, and I actually really love the fact that I'm stamping because it's taken me quite some time to stamp in scrapbooking. Of course, I stamp in cards, and then I'll stamp on my planner. I actually stamp on my planner a lot, but I don't do as much stamping on my layouts or my project life spreads because I feel like it throws my not throws my process off. I feel like it slows my process down, and when I'm in a groove, I just want to continue going. Now, I've really kind of embraced stamping here more recently since I've been doing my planner because I don't know, stamping my planner seems so easy and natural to me. So because I've been working on that so much here recently, it's made me a lot more comfortable with using stamps in my project life spreads as well as my 12 by 12 layouts. So you're probably going to start seeing that on a little bit more of a regular basis. I'm not going to say it's going to be all the time because let's not get crazy. I'm not that comfortable with it. But I love stamping. I don't know why I don't like doing it on spreads. It makes me a little nervous, I think, and that's why I just don't do it. So anyways, that was a long-winded explanation of that. And I just got off of work. My vacation is getting ready to start, and I cannot wait. Actually, I'm already there, so I'm extremely excited. And I think I'm kind of hyped up on the energy right now. So I apologize if I am extremely chatty in this video. It's just I'm excited to be off of work. I'm excited to just play around and get some stuff done and enjoy my time. I'm not going anywhere. Kaylin starts not preschool. Oh, I keep saying that. Kaylin starts kindergarten on Monday. Monday the 25th of July, which this video will be up after that, but I'm recording it the Friday before. So anyways, I'm a little like, my baby, but you know, I'll get over it. We all live through this. We make it through, right? Like we make it through. So back to the spread. I'm just pulling out a couple of different things that were in the kit still. There's a lot of little die cuts that I have left, and a lot of them are the green colors. So because there's a lot of green in this layout, I decided to go ahead and pull some of those things out. So I have different shades of green. I have all different colors of green. I have more of like a teal aqua green. I have more of a lime green at the bottom. I have more of the like grass green right there on the middle row. So I like the combination of the different colors, and it makes it so that I can include all of it on this spread. This circle actually says "Oh Happy Day," and then it has a few outlines of some flowers right to the left of the circle, on the left side of the circle I should say. And so I'm just using that to kind of fill in this card. I cut down another sheet of that notebook paper, and notepad paper. I cut down another sheet of that notepad paper and made it a project life card. I rounded the corners. I just made sure that it was going to fit, and then I added my little circle on top of that, cut off the edge, and then added the Farm Animal Days 2015. That was the field trip that we went on with school, which is where those top photos are from. And then I put the dates April 15th through 17th, and it gives the information of who put it on. It was put on by NC State University, which is actually where I went to school. But they do a lot of agricultural events around here because they're an agricultural school. They have a lot of other things. They're really well known for their business as well as accounting. And I did social work there, but they're really big in the agriculturals, and they have a vet school as well. So they do all these different activities. So this middle row was looking extremely busy to me, especially with those black and white papers. So I decided to take the glassine bag, layer it over the black and white arrow paper, just to tone it down a bit so it's not quite so in your face, and then use those as my filler cards on that row. I'm going to put the right one with a small photo over it, and this is when I did my Project Life organization. I was so excited about this, and it's just so pretty. It's really workable. If you have problems with storing Project Life, go back and look at my Project Life organization video. It should be in my playlist, but you can also just search my channel for it. You'll find it. And I loved the way that that worked out, and I use my Project Life cards all the time. The other one, I put two of those little cutout circles that were still laying around from that one paper that I cut apart. So I have Chill Out, and then I have Happy Dance. I like having the details from the field trip. I think that's kind of cool. Instead of it just saying like field trip, I just put the details of the trip, of where we went. Okay, right under the Project Life organization thing, I put a little pale pink banner, and that was just cut apart from a scrap piece of paper that I had. You can't really see it here, but you will definitely see it in the close-up video, not videos, photos at the end of the video. Oh, my brain stopped working. My brain stopped working, got off of work, and apparently it just like shut down. It may have shut down while I was at work, I'm not sure. But anyways, I digress. So I have a lot of die cuts left, and those are going to end up, I think, just going in my stash because this is the last layout that I'm going to do with this kit. But I use my stash constantly, so it's not like it's going to waste at all. It will definitely be used. But I'm kind of finishing up the middle row here, and I'm going to end up adding more things. I feel the two photos on the top need a little bit of embellishment. They are photos, so I'm not going to go crazy and like overly embellish them, but they do need a little bit of embellishment to make it cohesive with the rest of the layout. Now, because that was a notepad piece of paper, it was really thin, so I just adhered it on top of a Project Life card that I am not likely to use. It was a floral, which was beautiful, but I'm really not one to scrapbook. I scrapbook some florals, but I don't really put florals in my Project Life because it's not really my style right now, unless it's more of a classic floral. But anyways, so I'm going to tone down this piece of paper as well by using the glassine bag. And this is the one that has the square journaling blocks on it. And I actually use that for journaling sometimes quite a bit. So it's kind of multifunctional here by being a card as well. And I didn't worry about the adhesive that you would see through the glassine bag because I'm going to layer stuff on top of these. Every single one of them, wherever I glued it, I made sure there was going to be a layer right on top of that. And that's exactly how that worked out. So this first one, this photo, okay, let me explain the photos. The top two photos and the photo on the middle row to the left were all from the field trip. The top one is of Kaylin cheesing it up, and I love that picture because that's totally the cheesy smile he gives. At the Farm Days event that NC State put on. And just to pause, I made a frame using the washi tape on a piece of scrap white cardstock because I really love the color that the washi tape was, but I didn't have any more pattern paper in that color. So side note there, but I made my own little pattern paper and you can't even tell. It looks awesome. So there's just a picture of him standing on a bale of hay, cheesing in front of the goats. Is that what those are? I think those are... Yeah, those are goats. So he's standing in front of the goats. And then the photo to the right, NC State has its own creamery because they have the vet school and they have cows and all of that they maintain. And again, it's an agricultural school, so there's a lot of different things that they do. So they have their own little creamery, and I don't think you can buy the ice cream on campus. I don't remember being able to, but they would have it at like the state fair and things like that. And so they had the ice cream there at the Farm Days event, which is at their farm, which is at one of the farms that NC State owns. So, so that's a picture of my husband, Ernest, of course, Kaylin in the middle, and then one of the other little boys that was hanging out with us at the field trip. I was a chaperone, Ernest tagged along, and then the little boy, he kind of hung out with us because his mom was there, but she ended up leaving early because she was like 8.5 months pregnant, so I don't blame her. So she left early, and so he hung out with us until it was time to go back to school. And so the middle photo, or the photo that I'm putting the little label on now, the campus police, they ride horses depending on what they're doing. And so this was a picture of some of the campus police on the police horses, and they were doing demonstrations of how they chase people down and how fast the horses can go and how they handcuff people while they're on the horses and stuff like that. So it was interesting because I'd never really paid much attention to how they did all that on horses. I just saw them on horses. So anyways, and I may be making NC State sound like it's like way country, which there's nothing wrong with that, but we're actually in Raleigh, North Carolina, and NC State is right in the center of the city. So but they have land outside the city, which is kind of where the Farm Days event was. Then the photo to the right, I of course said was my Project Life organization project that I did. And then the photo on the bottom is just a picture of Kaylin. He was hanging out in my room with me. And he has got foam stickers covering his belly and his chest. His cousin had given him a bunch of stickers because he loves stickers as well, Walter. And so Kaylin took them and covered himself with these, and they were all farm animals, which was kind of funny, kind of fit with the farm days theme of this layout. So those are all of the photos, and that's kind of a description of what those were. So I'm looking at my top photos now, and they're looking incredibly empty because there's nothing on them but the photos. So I decided to go ahead and add just a little bit of embellishment, not a ton, but I'm cutting up the one little sentiment that says spring is in the air, and I'm going to put it right there on that tab. I also put a few of those Cosmo Cricut stickers that you saw me playing with, and they're the tiny text in the bright colors. And under the Project Life photo on the little pink banner that I had told you was there, I added the sticker that says "You're Sweet," and then I added on the Happy Dance little circle, I added "A note for you, my friend." And on the very bottom one, I had this half a sticker that was left on a label sheet that said "new," and it was kind of in that same darker teal color. So I put that on that sticker pointing to the Good Life, and then I covered up the word "new" with a little piece of that pink paper that I had left, just the scrap. And then I I took off 2 of the word stickers from the sticker sheet, the Cosmo Cricut sticker sheet, that said "Embrace Family." So it says just "Embrace Family, the Good Life." So I'm playing around with the alpha stickers that came in the kit, which are these tall, skinny, pale blue ones. And I wish I could have made them work because they were pretty. But I ended up first I wanted to put ice cream, and that was too big. And then I wanted to put NCSU for NC State University, and that just seemed to get lost on that sticky note. And what I did is I took that sticky note off and I rounded the corners, and then I'm making it just a small tab at the top of this photo. And so I have a few little layers of paper just to make some little banners up there for this little label to sit on. And then I use the alphas from the kit to write out NCSU for NC State University. And it uses the same alphas that I use for on the Good Life card. So it coincides, still the same color. It fits really well with the rest of the layout. And then I added one word strip right there on the bottom of that photo of them eating the ice cream, and it says "I love simple pleasures," which so fits. The journaling, it's all very basic. I've told you most of it except for the one of Kaylin down there playing with the stickers, and all it says is I stamped out ... real life, real mess. And then my journaling has like an arrow pointing to him, and then the acetate word there, which is a little bit difficult to read on the video, but it's it's totally legible in person, so it doesn't look weird. It just says real. And then that's why I did real life, real mess. And I put on the tab says "Crazy Boy," and then on the little post-it note right above the "Real Life, Real Mess," I wrote "Covered himself in foam farm stickers because he can." And that is my journaling there. Just adding a few more little bits and pieces around the layout to finish it off. We're almost done. At the top I used a little circle that said "winging it," and then I put "too busy" because that is totally how my child is. He was all over the place, but he was so enjoying himself. And that finishes out this layout. I love the way that this one came out. Make sure you check out the photos at the end. Let me know what you think. Leave comments if you like, and I'll check back with you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.